Hello everyone and welcome to the Kukuli Bushcraft channel. Okay, so quick side-by-side comparison of two knives. Two very similar knives. So we've got the Brisa Nessmuk and the Joker Nessmuk. Nessmuk, as we all know, George Washington says, carried 3 cutting tools, and his belt knife was I think intended more as a hunting stroke food prep knife and less intended as a bushcraft knife, as these I believe are designed as bushcraft knives, full tang, Scandi grind. They've still got the shape of a hunting knife, but yeah, I think a lot of the tasks that these intended for, Nessmuk would have been doing with his folding knife or his double bit hatchet. So yeah, but they do look like the knife in his book. Right, so let's start with the sheaths. So very similar, both of them from new. The retention was just not really there. I've wet foamed both of these. This is the Brisa. It's still not perfect on either of the knives, but certainly far better than it was. Let's take them knives out. So both very similar, with a dangler and a lower belt loop there. With the Joker version, you can take this off with 2 snaps, which you might want to hold down with super glue. These ones seem fairly stiff, but this is something I've heard people complaining about with Joker knives, that's a little bit risky and that they could come undone on your belt. Yeah, both similar quality leather, good quality leather. The Joker has got a row of double stitching, so pretty decent sheaths apart from the retention. So the knives themselves, the Joker I've been using for a couple of years now. The Brisa I've just been using this last summer. So we've got 14C 28N steel on the Joker. So that's a stainless steel, whereas with the Brisa we've got mine block 80CRV2, of course. So high carbon steel, and if you want to throw sparks off a rock, then maybe you might prefer the Brisa. The main difference I find between the two is, I mean, the Joker has just got this amazingly comfortable handle. So we've got a broomstick handle, and it's quite rounded, whereas the Brisa, it's a little more blocky. Go on, camera focus. It's a little bit more square shaped, and I personally don't find that quite as comfortable. Yeah, so I don't know if it's really nice curly birch on this one, with red liners, Really very attractive handle. And the Joker is walnut. Designed by Jose Sabater for Joker knives. The other differences, well, look at the shape of the blade. Much more curvature in the Brisa. I do like a bit of recurve. The other major difference being the Joker has got that lanyard hole. Let's see how well the battery lasts in this cold. Okay, so the Joker, this is the Brisa, but the Joker is one of my best feather sticking knives, I think. So let's see, there's much difference between that and the Brisa. And I think that little bit of curvature really does help. Yeah, I mean, the Joker seems to make curlier curls, and it's a hell of a lot more comfortable in the hand. I really like this knife for making feather sticks. Another thing I find this is quite good for is for a little bit of light chopping. I mean, I'm not one of these people who chops through great big logs, but something like, for example, wait, let's tilt you up a bit. Something like, can you see? Not even sure if I'm in shot here still. Obviously I should be walking around with the knife in its sheath. But yeah, so light chopping, taking small branches off. The Joker Nessmuk works great. I've never actually tried the Brisa. Yeah, that little bit of a hump, it makes it... I don't know, where's the balance point? So the balance point is... yeah, around about exactly where it should be. Yeah, I don't think there's any big difference really in that, other than this has got a lanyard hole. Let's try and make some points. So yeah, right in a knot. No big difference. No big difference there. Okay, I'm not splitting anything of any size, but that's something that both knives do perfectly well. Cutting performance, I don't think there's very much difference. The Joker, I think, makes nicer feather sticks, but it really does seem to make exceptional feather sticks for some reason. Comfort in the hand, the Joker wins, hands down. And also, I like the fact that the Joker has got the lanyard hole. I like my lanyards short, by the way, and I don't put them around my wrist or anything like that. I just hook my little finger through. That way, you know, your hand isn't going to slip over the blade because it kind of stops there. And as if you want to chop or do anything that requires a bit of length, you can drop it all the way back there. A lot of me knives I don't really bother with the lanyard because, yeah, you know, chopping and stuff, I've got an axe for that. And you know, you can also use a batten. It works a lot better a lot of the time, unless it's a very large knife. Right, thank you very much for watching, everyone. We're losing light at the moment because it's November, we're in the Arctic, the day length is starting to get really short. So we're going to have a little bit of a walk and maybe try and get some shots of the sunset because it's quite a pretty afternoon. Right, I'll see you all again soon, and thank you very much for watching.